Hi, beautiful souls. This is your favorite siren giving your tarot reading today, and I hope you're having a beautiful beginning to your weekend or week whenever you happen to catch this. I am putting this out there to guide us through this turbulent energy of adventure with Mars coming in strong, and we really want to know what adventures are worth jumping into and what are we manifesting. Okay, so, and this is specifically going to be in the realms of your love life. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 oracle cards and 3 tarot cards. Your first card is longing and desire. Okay, jealousy and possessiveness, erotic bliss. All right, let's shuffle your tarot to get the rest of the reading. I'm seeing a lot of strong, just like wanting, there's hunger, things have been awakened, passions. It's a juicy time for you. And let's see how to get you to this erotic bliss that you're manifesting and to hopefully navigate safely through the energy of jealousy, possessiveness, and longing and desire, which can be fun, but not really so much for the long term, right? Oh, okay, so we have right away the devil reversed, the lovers reversed, the 7 of wands. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, so with the devil reversed, that's in conjunction with longing and desire. It's sort of like you're maybe starting to see that the object of your affection is at the moment being a little bit devilish, playing a sort of some trickery, not exactly trickery, but something feels shady. Whether or not it is, that's your feeling right now. And that's giving you a sense of desire to know. You want to look into your crystal ball and you want to know everything, their every move. What are they doing? What are they saying? Where are they sleeping? That kind of vibe. And this is, of course, amplifying the jealousy and possessiveness. And with the lovers in reverse, it's like all is not, perfect in the garden. There's something has been made amiss. You can see there's a third woman here pointing at what appears to be the genitals of Adam, being like, did you forget he homeboy has been elsewhere before he came to you as this like pure godly being. Like, he had another wife. This is Lilith right here. So we conveniently like to forget about Lilith in the narrative. I like to think of it as like a biblical myth. And from a Jungian perspective, it's very much like, he still, you can see his hand here touching her head. Like, this is a shadow aspect possibly of Adam or of Eve, but here I'm getting a sense that it's a shadow aspect of Adam. So Lilith was the one who was described as the fallen from grace counterpart to Adam. She refused to obey him. She was made his equal in every way. And she said, "Oh, I'm not going to obey this man. He's my equal. Why should I be subservient to him?" Her logic is flawless. So she ended up choosing Lucifer, who was the most beautiful of angels, the fallen angel, and also the devil. So she chose Lucifer. I don't know if you know the story. I'm just recounting it for those who do not, but it's an interesting, juicy story. Anyway, she was known to be vain and like look at herself in the mirror and just like fuss about her appearance. But like, this is also sacred feminine energy, like the energy of like, I appreciate and worship this vessel. I understand it has limited time. I value what it can do for me. I value its power. I value beauty and sensuality as a gift that I bestow, just by existing, by being a woman. So there are many beautiful aspects that, the Bible kind of shaming the sacred feminine, I think, in this narrative, and shaming the feminine aspect of Adam, who, if you see Lilith here as his shadow aspect, it's like he's not supposed to have, you know, um, feelings of like self-satisfaction, vanity. He's not supposed to um, have a rebellious part of him that doesn't want to conform, but we do. We all do, right? So your lover is dealing with this shadow side that is making itself known in various ways, maybe through various behaviors that are creating a sense of turbulence for you. So maybe it could be a simple thing as like they haven't been washing the dishes, and you're just like, why? This is the one thing. This is like a deal breaker for me. And I love you in every other way, and then you don't want to do this one thing, and it's a deal breaker for me. Why? Like, it's such a simple thing, but it's almost like this sense that like um partnership, like and I'm not saying this has to be the man in the relationship, could be man, woman, they, them. It's the sacred feminine aspect of your person. Okay, the sacred feminine shadow aspect of your person and the sacred masculine. So the masculine aspect is like, I'm gonna rebel, and the shadow side is like, I'm going to do what you don't want me to do. Okay, and sort of like explore the dark terrain, explore this shadow, this necessary aspect of me that if I just cut off and pretend it existed, it would be like divorcing myself from myself. Like, she's very much tied to him. Okay, and so like it's about honoring the duality of who we all are. We all have like a another side of us that we don't always like to share with the world or with our partner. And so this partnership is sort of founded on this contract that says, we can never veer outside of the safe terrain, but that's actually known as a toxic relationship. Like, yes, you need to have boundaries, but you cannot expect that a person cannot grow. And if you want them to remain enamored with you, it's sort of like you both have to be seeing the best in each other. And if you're only seeing the worst in them, and they're only seeing the worst in them, or they're only seeing you see the worst in them, that starts to put this sense of, I want to hold on to you, and the other person being like, I'm kind of looking over here right now because, this is feeling a little cloistered. So, all is not doom and gloom in your realm, however, because this is where you're headed, beautiful soul. You're going to erotic bliss, okay? So, this is all to say that this turbulent time is meant to expand you, it's meant to crack you open, it's meant to help you both grow. The Seven of Wands is like, this is a necessary clash, okay? And it's building towards something. You can see it's almost like a ladder. It's going, it's going somewhere. So, this sense of clashing, the sense of opposite wills, it's sort of like a healthy kind of competition, and a kind of a collaboration, and maybe even taking you to a place that you haven't reached before. You can actually see these stars up here. Like, you're meant to grow out of where you were, because where you were was a little bit shackled to an illusion of like who you thought you were all the time. Like, what's coming up for you. Most importantly, you can't control what another person does. Obviously, we would try, but we would drive ourselves mad. And so we can only address the things in ourselves, and the things in ourselves is like this beautiful conch shell, right? Sitting in meditation. Okay, so the cards are actually urging you to meditate and urging you to be with your feelings, urging you to be with the soft inner clam of your emotions, to be in that sacred feminine aspect, and to just sort of witness what is going on in you and treat yourself as sovereign. Know that you are a queen. Know that no one could, simply just abandon you because they didn't like, a certain chore in the house, or because they had a certain wild whim that they, they just wanted to take a pole class even though you're very, very against it or something like that, and you're like, why would you do that behind my back, and that's so slutty, and they knew you would judge, whatever it was, like whatever is coming up that is like causing this clash. I just feel that there's something beautiful in you embracing you right now, in you witnessing yourself more fully, and you opening yourself to all that you are, and you starting to see beyond the little dramas of what's playing out and into the larger arc of your life and your awakening and your bliss and your seeking of pleasure. And there is sort of like a young knave, see, under the shell holding it up. It's sort of like this is like really like the heart and soul of your partnership. I feel it's like the the sweet one under here just like holding up the shell is bigger than he is, and he has this boyish grin, and he's like, I know this is much too much for me to take all of this, but I am going to claim this giant beautiful goddess of a conch, and I'm going to claim her, and I will need some support of some sacred feminine energies. I will need the wisdom of ancestry forgotten. I will need the diversity of perspectives, but I am also knavish enough to wish to take this on, and I know that there will be some trials and tribulations. So just know what a queen you are, and sit in your sovereignty and trust that this will play out the way it's supposed to, and that instead of you being the one on your knees here grabbing on, stand tall, hold out your arm and say, the door is wide open, my dear. You have all the freedoms of the world. You do not, set your boundary, and just, there it is. That's all I need to say. No need to fight, no need to create further clashing, although a little bit of spice can lead to some erotic bliss. I actually see that the clashing here is almost necessary for some kind of catalyst, of some kind of breakthrough. I'm not really sure how that happens. Let's ask the card. How does this come to be, please? That this clashing, that this conflict, and this jealousy, and whatever it is. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's just a cosmic cycle. It's really just astrology right now. So just know that like all the craziness, you could just chalk it up to it's the stars, baby, and you need not fret yourself. This is your reading. Maybe it's a little unorthodox, but hey, we never know we're gonna get with tarot, right? But I really do see that there's some really good energy coming your way. You and your person will get through this turbulent times. So worry not. Put your mind on your sovereignty, on your self-concept, on loving yourself. Have a little adventure with yourself right now. Remind yourself how sexy you are. Like what activities, what songs, what clothes make you feel like you're all that and a bag of potato chips, like what makes you feel hot, sexy, divine, regal, boss, like queen. Just wrap yourself in that. Okay, so bathe yourself, take a nice bath, go to the spa, hold yourself with those queens. Like find your beautiful uplifting queen. Who are the people that make you feel so like celebrated, and who do you want to celebrate, and who do you feel like are the honorable sisters that you don't even know how you deserve them, but they're in your world. Like find them, gather with them, be with them, let them shine their peacock light on you and remind you why you are the catch that you are, and your worries will melt away, I promise you. And I do see here flowers, so spending time in nature, nature's bloom, nature's energies will also, like when your partner sees you just dancing in the beautifulness that is you, they're gonna be like, yeah, whatever spell I was under of confusion of like I need to just like be a bad little rebel will just kind of melt away and they'll want to just dance with you in the divine. So, yeah, just remind them how beautiful it is to be there. And your masks, you don't need them, okay? So you have a couple maybe that you use, they're sort of convenient, and you like to know everything, but you also have to release that a little too and just trust the timing and trust the outcome will be aligned when you are aligned with yourself. That's your reading. Have a wonderful, adventurous Mars transit and be safe out there. And all my love and highest and the best to you. Hit like, subscribe to be notified of new videos. I've heard that a few people haven't been getting notified for some reason. I haven't been able to see that on my end, so just make sure your subscribe button is clicked so you can find the next one. And I look forward to catching you later. Bye.